EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington.
Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Dallas Cowboys.
Two men ready to do battle. It's time to dance. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium.
Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback. Right to the air is Jackson.
The bat. Look at him lay out there and make the grab. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. First carry now for Gus Edwards. And he'll power ahead, but only... for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Beckham in motion right.
Now Jackson on 2nd down. And he floats one there, incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off.
Now he's loose down the left sideline.
And he's going to get this all the way down to the Cowboys' 14-yard line. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
Now a 2nd and 10.
They'll run for the first time with Hill. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. To throw is Jackson.
This for Beckham, and he's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Ravens.
A 14-yard touchdown.
And the Ravens get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Prescott on first down. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Here's Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. That is caught. Schoonmaker. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 39. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Here's Prescott. Down to the 10. Touchdown, Cowboys. Brandon Cooks, 39 yards. And the Cowboys respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And a mistake, a surprising mistake there in the kicking game as he sends that one out of bounds. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Jackson steps away to his left. This will be incomplete. Oh, a dream chance for a D lineman, but he couldn't pull that one in. 2nd and 10. Now it's Jackson. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. Boy, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball
looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Ravens are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. Meanwhile, Jackson's throw complete there to Bateman. And he's got this down to the 35. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. They go play action now. Jackson under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Micah Parsons able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard. And this is a quarterback who's already had success on the ground in this first half, but this time they're able to hem him in.
And it's always different when you rush a mobile quarterback as opposed to a guy who will be right back in the pocket. In this case, you got to make sure the inside pressure and the outside pressure match, and maybe even a second wave to make sure if he squirts free, you've got someone to tackle him.
That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
They'll run here with Edwards. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. They'll bring the tight end in motion right. Jackson now. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson hooking up with Mark Andrews. And the Ravens have taken the lead.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
And he'll get into the
end zone. That gives his guys an 8-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
In motion, the tight end. On 1st and 10, Prescott. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Now Prescott being chased out left.
He finds his man, Pollard.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. Dak and the offense still out there. They are going to go for it. 4th down, Prescott.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To throw is Prescott. Flushed out right. Prescott able to get down there at the end on the slide, and he has the first as well. Run for Pollard.
And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. 51 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. 1st down, and it's Pollard again. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
From the 9, 2nd and 5.
They'll run with Pollard. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down.
Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the 1st down as he's tackled at the 2.
Pollard is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line.
And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room.
Vaughn will score. Touchdown, Cowboys.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Now Mike McCarthy saying let's go for 2. They're going to try and run. And he is into the end zone. So they get 2 more on the board here just before halftime.
So the late touchdown ties things as they will kick this one away in the final stages of the half.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And the fair catch signaled for and taken, so they'll begin this third quarter from their 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
Well, after that pickup of a first down, I think some of the defensive guys are going to be looking over their coordinator and saying that was not in the scouting report. That went against every tendency most teams have. You don't usually hand the ball to your big guy in that situation.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Cowboys. Kevontae Turpin, 56 yards. And the Cowboys have broken the tie. Extra point splits the uprights, and they will take a 7-point lead. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Dallas, Texas is the spot, third quarter inside AT&T Stadium. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. Jackson. That one into the hands of Flowers. And he'll be stopped in his tracks right at the 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run straight ahead with Hill. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
This a 2nd and 7 from the 37. Play action. Now Jackson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range. One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They're going to try and throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Now 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. His second catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first. And it'll bring up third down now. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On third down, it's Prescott. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Prescott looks to throw on first. Flush to his right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Here's 2nd and 2 now from the 3. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tony Pollard, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Here's Jackson. That is caught. Rashad Bateman. There he goes, right side. Rashad Bateman. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Rashad Bateman, 79 yards. And the Ravens are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. Tucker with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Second and 6, just inside the 30. They'll run. Here's Pollard. And he'll earn a couple of tough yards past the 30 to the 31. The Cowboys on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Pollard again. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down and 6. Running behind center with Vaughn. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. That's to Schoonmaker, the tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. Prescott now. A short one there, taken in by Ferguson.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Pollard will take it up the gut. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They'll run with Pollard. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. A give to Pollard running left. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this 3rd down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me...
And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that right there is a definition of a statement drive. You're in the 4th quarter, trying to get to the finish line, and here, they were able to hold the ball for a long time and move it down the field. And how about them finishing it off with the touchdown run? Winning football 101? Check that box.
Trail here in the 4th quarter, and that personal foul not only adds to the hole that they're currently standing in.
Yeah, absolutely a bad job of just losing your cool and letting your anger take over. Mistakes like that, not going to help you at this stage of the game.
Little flip of fortune. They had a chance to possibly pin him deep, but out of bounds, and now they'll start at the 40. This is 1st and 10. Dow Jackson. And that is incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Connecting with Andrews. And he's brought down. And they took a big shot there. It pays off. A solid gain downfield. And at this stage, down in the 2nd half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. The quick, oh, he sheds himself free. The quick feet by Jackson. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. Throwing, Jackson. And it's caught. He's got it for a late touchdown, but probably a little too late. It would take a miracle of epic proportions if they're going to pull this one off. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So looking at this situation, you should have time for the onside kick and then at least one play. And the Cowboys are going to secure the football, and with it, they'll just about secure the victory as well. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now Prescott. Dancing to his left. He finds his man complete. That's Ferguson. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Well, this This was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.